toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Ready to fire from the pistol. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's King. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
The running back has it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he was hard to bring down.
What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's King. Breaks into the open. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll try the run. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Wolverines come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
They go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, you know, if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
3rd down play from the gun. Touchdown, Wolverines! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
What a nice job by the offense, first drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on third down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
To the air, it's Hawkins. Catch in the middle, it's Bradford.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds the tight end. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Using his legs, it's Bradford. On his feet at the 40. Open space at the 25. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. On the option. Now the pitch. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Tight end now in motion. Gonna run it. It's King. At the 15, he's loose. All out of space. Past the 50. 30. Running inside the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Got a man, it's Moncrief. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Here comes the heat. Snagged in the middle, it's Bradford. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. He's open on the right. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Got his man quickly. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to throw it. Here's a heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Catch in the middle, it's done. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
You saw the tight end on a big play there in that last third down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is a matchup nightmare down in this area of the field.
First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Defense in press coverage. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the run. Touchdown, NC State! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
On the run, it's King. Across the 45. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. from the gun, the ground game. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Now they're going to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's King. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
How many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
The Wolverines started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He'll pull it on the read. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on third down, forcing the fourth down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Duke is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. They're trailing by just 4 to North Carolina. Any big changes in his ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on him for us. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
To the air, it's Hawkins. Pressure coming. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Touchdown, Wolverines. The defense putting points on the board. They are seizing control and taking away. Push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Trailing now by by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Grab behind the line, it's Smith. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not that much.
The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
They just keep firing. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around to make it an easy pass and catch.
To the air on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
How about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
On the run, it's King. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Second down, he'll throw it. With the catch, it's King. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Caught close to the marker. It's Upshaw. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. And the Wolverines have this offense rolling. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in, it's King. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Give to the back. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him short. He does not pick up the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. From that spot on the field, you had to expect them to go for it, and it worked out.
Why the heck would you not go for it? I mean, I almost want to go for it on every part of the field, but especially once you start to get this deep in territory. But you're also, field goals aren't 100% at this distance. It's a little bit of a longer kick. Let's try to keep this drive alive and try to go get extra points.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. Finally brought down. The what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
The sure hands, it's Smith. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
But one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Hauls it in. Bulldozes his way through. There he goes. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The give to the tailback. They get him down. He was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They want to throw it. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Touchdown, Wolfpack! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they need some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we've got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
24, NC State, 14.
And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
You know, sometimes the hardest completions for quarterbacks are the ones where guys are wide open. You don't have to throw it any faster trying to get it to him quickly because you know he's so wide open. Like on that last play, just take your steps, throw in rhythm, and just throw a catchable ball.
Worked his way out to the 28-yard line, but needed a little bit more yardage. Fourth down is coming. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And you got to wonder if this offense is going to go for it here. They're trailing now by a lot. I know there's a lot of football still to go, and I know they're on their own end of the field, but just kind of get the feeling their defense hasn't gotten a ton of stops. They may need to stay out there, and they're going to need this quarterback to make a play.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. The run from the shotgun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
It's It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Donald. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on a guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Got room on the return. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on return. What a play there.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they...
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Moncrief. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Complete in the middle. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it. Makes the catch with defenders everywhere, and now the defense backed up with a 1st and goal from the 5. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, 1st and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting a running back on the ground. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. From the gun, running back on the move. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get to feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
4th and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. Power ahead. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, North Carolina State. And here they come, almost all the way back.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Bringing it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. So here comes the Michigan offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Tying it on! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And he's now over 150 yards on the ground, and days like this can put you up with those legendary Michigan runners.
And that's why you come to Michigan. You know you're going to get fed. You are going to be a back that gets the football, that chews up yards, that always has a lot of success and gets a ton of carries.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
And the Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolverines have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on first down. Flips it out on the screen. Finding an escape route. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Grabbed in the middle. It's up shot. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
On third down, he drops to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. completion.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. Oh, he's got some space. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The give is to Smith. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Grab near the sticks. It's Smith. At the 35, he's loose. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Leaves it with the back. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
To the air on second down. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Wolfpack. They move on top here in the fourth.
And just like that, the game has completely changed, right? The defense comes away with a huge turnover, and the offense able to cash it in, capitalize by scoring a touchdown. So they've now got the lead. Not a lot of time left, but it feels like all the momentum is now on their side.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Working that left side. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
I tell you what, these big-body body tight ends that can catch the football in the corner routes. It doesn't have to be a perfect throw. You know, usually you got littler guys, it's hard. You got to put the ball more on the money, but this big dude can just go up and get it. You just throw it near the sidelines, he'll do the rest.
To the air on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. Now facing a 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense. Pressure the quarterback.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Donald. Breaks into the open. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
He'll keep it himself. Couldn't find any room at all, and he'll lose 7 on the play.
I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. On these option plays, you just have to take what the defense gives you. And if that means handing off the dive, or if that means pitching it, you got to do that. It can't always be about you. And I think the quarterback that time was really hoping it was going to be his number called, but there was nothing there. He tried to do too much. It's a huge negative play.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2. Taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright. Got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Going for the big play. He's got it inside the 15. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. NC State will line up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. There's the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. What a disappointment. No. Good. After the miss, the lead is still 4. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Caught over the middle. It's Upshaw. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Making side adjustments here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man on the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil, guys. See if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
He'll pull it down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Line getting set on second down. Quickly complete. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
He'll put it down and run. Kept it and he's past the mark. Big play on the scramble. Got out of bounds, stopped the clock. Picked up the first down, and now they'll try to find a way to score. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He's got it on the move. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And a great job understanding where you're at on the field. And I know that sounds very simple, but I run that out route, I start getting towards the sidelines. I got to feel it. I don't have time to look down as the ball's coming to me. Great job catching it and getting that foot in bounds.
Offense changing the play. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Makes the grab. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Michigan! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Well, the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He wants a big play here late. He's got an open man. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, NC State.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Looking to the big tight end. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Wait till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments they can jump up and bite you.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.